Well, hello everybody and welcome back to another episode of Pocket Captains Plays PixelStarships featuring the legendary OP Captain Black Macbeth. Well, it's been a while and I'm slowly leveling up the ship. Part of being OP again is staying below, a little bit better than your level, and that means staying where you are and making sure your crew's all leveled up this time. So I have been leveling them up, but very, very, very slowly. And my problem is my ship isn't all that OP. But we'll come to that in a minute, because right now, we're doing this. Not that. We're doing this. Shipyard. 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Blast off. 23 hours, 59 minutes remaining. And Black Macbeth is going to be the scourge of space. Arr. Ha ha! And like through the magic of time travel, a day has passed and it's level 5. And there we have our new ship. Lots more room, lots more things to do. Let's talk about OP at level 4 for a moment, though, before I get into the wonders of level 5. At level 4, at the store, we were offered something called, let me look up the name and get it right. It was the Zangzi Factory. I didn't get the Zangzi Factory. I looked at it. I looked at it hard. Oh, my little guy's down here. I looked at the Zangzi and it said it was basically like an android room. It would make little robot workers to help your ship. And that had a big appeal for me. That would be a very big OP edge, overpowered edge. But it said it was weak. And it would need a lot of shoring up and defending because it couldn't hold out. And I thought, well, that doesn't sound that overpowered and it sounds like a weakness, so I won't bother. I was so stupid. I fought several ships with this thing, and let me tell you, I didn't win any battles. Not one. Every time I hit a room, let's say this reactor, or even the missile room, this missile, that makes me an empty room. I hit the reactor here. I hit this thing. Hit it with concentrated fire, and eventually one of these little doughboys will pop out, walk in the room. Well, now he's taking all the hits, and he was like level 40. I'm hitting him. Before he died, another little guy walks in. Then he dies, and now this guy's taking hits. Hit him, and before another little guy walks in. There's always two in the room. I never damaged a room. It was driving me bananas. I did find a way around it, and I got to the point where I was holding my own. And that's where I changed my logic, and I'll show you guys real quick how I changed my logic. We'll pick this. Nobody's in there. AI. It says, if you're at full shield and they have an android room, destroy it first. Sometimes I got ahead of the android room. There is some advantages to that. For one thing, you'll just never do enough damage, so those little androids won't come in, fix it, and take all the hits from you. You just won't beat them. So if you want an overpowered ship, at level 4, definitely get that doughboy room. If you're fighting one, hit that thing first. It's got to go if you're going to have any hope of surviving. It's only got 2 dots on it, kind of like this one here. It goes down a little faster if you can take it down before a doughboy appears. But timing is everything. So the missiles, the bolters, your lasers, everything. Throw everything you've got at this thing if you're going to have any hope of survival. So when you see it come up next time, get it. Which brings me to my next tip. If you want to build an overpowered ship, and the more I do this, the more I've come to learn, I guess I'm not going to see what came out of that. One of the most important things is your Starbucks. Now, I do Starbucks every day. I look for those little Zeppelins to go by. I click on them. I watch those. Endless commercials. You've kind of got to, reconnect. I'm reconnecting with myself now. But you got to watch those commercials. I'm going to keep talking while this thing's reloading. And when you do, you're going to accumulate Starbucks. And you're wondering, well, great, I've got the Starbucks. I can buy stuff. You got to resist. I found a magic number if you want an overpowered ship. Now, if you're just playing for fun, ignore everything I'm saying. But if your dream is to have an overpowered ship, don't spend the Starbucks. Hang on to them, and I found the good number to work with is about 1.2K. That sounds like a lot. It actually doesn't take more than a few days to accumulate that. Well, about a week. That's not that hard. Do it while you're watching TV. You won't even miss the time. Get this thing up to 1.2K because 1.2K I found buys just about anything in the store can throw. Like, this isn't bad. 309 Starbucks, and you get a weapons bonus. If you're building an OP chip, that's good. But I bet there's something better. There's a room coming up. I know there's a room coming up featuring all the toys I could possibly want. I want that room, whatever it may be. I'm going to get it. Now, I'm hoping it's another Android room, like the Viziri Android room, I think it is. It's great. In the meantime, save up the 1.2. Now, I'm still trying to get Hero Crew. So right now, for me to get a Hero Crew, it's going to cost me $439. So that means I need to be at 1639 before I get a crew. Now, sometimes something comes up on here that's so amazing, it is about 1.6. If you're saving up the 1.6 anyway, you might be well on your way to getting the 1.6 you need. If that's something you have to have, it doesn't come up very often. I think it was for a crewman. It must have been like his underwear must be plated with gold. I don't know. He must have been amazing. At the time, I had like 27 Starbucks. I didn't even think about it. So the reason why I'm lamenting this is I actually did have just barely enough to get that Zhangzi factory. By saving these up, if I hadn't been saving, I think it was like 800. If I hadn't been working toward the 1.2, I could have had it. And I weighed the weakness of the room against the fact that I was trying to get back to 1.2 that I worked so hard on. I just said, well, let me finish the 1.2 and I'll wait for something I really do want. I still believe in that. Wait for something you really want. Sometimes, every now and again, something just remarkable. For me, it's been crewmen. I've been buying crew when they come up. I really like them. But really, the OP... I mean, getting the crew is a steady game of getting what you need to get those crewmen through here, getting those heroes. But the real bonus is when something special room comes along and you're going to wish you had the Starbucks to get it. Like maybe it's a super miner that could replace this one. And yeah, we got one down here. So, oh, no, we don't. Now, here's the other thing I want to talk about. Here's something I always wanted. And I bought it. A toilet. What ship in space doesn't have a toilet? At the time, I thought it would let me have an extra crew member. No, it's even cooler than that. It's a med room. It operates like a med bay at level 5, according to what I've been reading, but it only needs half the power. Instead of 2 bars for a med bar bay, it's only 1. Great savings of resources. One tiny catch. Unlike the Zhangzi factory, there's no, I put AI and I said set power to 1, which is all it needs. Fantastic. I've got absolutely no AI in here whatsoever. They'll tell them to go there. Action. Okay, none. Okay, action. Where does it say target your med bay? Missiles, hangars, teleport. Nope. I can target the enemy android room because I was able to do that. But no, I cannot go to the med bay. So here I've got this thing at level 4. It's fantastic. It's just using up power because I can't send anybody to it. So that's a little frustrating. But having a med bay early in the game is going to be an advantage if I get the AI to send them there. So let's drop. I'm at a level up here. Engine. Oh, there's my lab. For the moment, let's drop a lab on there. I got room on this thing now. Let's click. I'm pretty sure I'm going to need those spaces up there. We'll bring these down here. Just temporary, just kicking some ideas around because I want anything near the elevator shaft to be free for goodies that are going to need to be accessible. And yeah, we'll put you, well, from the moment, we'll bring you down here. Aha, extra armor. For the moment, we'll remove that. Over here. Oh, this turning out to be a nice compact design, isn't it? This actually doesn't need to be anywhere near there. Not so compact now. Now I'll jam you up there. Because that's on an elevator and it's got armor. So that's really just a waste of space. Actually, this turns out to be a bit of a waste of space now too. Might switch the shield. Because I want extra shielding and there's these dots up here that aren't doing anything. 1, 2. I got an idea for this room too, actually. Move that over there for now. And we'll put the laser here. Yes. Let's go over to the store. Let's look at the goodies. There's some goodies they've changed since I first played this game. I took a peek. Resources, nothing's going on, so don't worry about it. Weaponry. The small weapons platform for 20,000 minerals. Teleporters, of course, but this is something I have to have. More pew pew and another missile room. Okay, so this is definitely a weapons level now. Defense grid wise, I can have a second engine as a power drain. Any aircraft, that's a power drain. Nope, nothing. Not too much, nothing I gotta have right away. And then under support, we're going to get the academy. Now that I'm going to want for training. But I gotta level up my minerals. Now, in this category also is a reactor. Well, we're going to need a reactor, so we'll pop that one right on there. I'm going to rush you. I want more power than I know what to do with. Yeah. Put you up here, keep the missiles on the same level. So we've got that going on, and yeah, we'll grab the weapons. Missiles, 1.2, sure, why not? Let's up the missiles. So, really important to me, though, will be to get that small weapons platform. So what do I need for that? That's a biggie. That's a real biggie for me. 20,000, and this thing's maximum capacity is 38. I could do that if I had the minerals now. Well, you know what? I got a remedy for that. Let's go kill something. Yeah, let's do a daily for a minute before I go up there. Now remember, again, I resist the urge to go rushing around upgrading all this stuff because it was working. This stuff was working. So my crew was working. My weapons were working. I was holding actually, before I went hit the level up button, I was winning I was on defending. Nobody was ever beating me. Defend. I only lost when I attacked somebody else because inevitably I picked those frickin' doughboy rooms every time. That wasn't very much fun. It's ironic that you can win so often defending. My record was perfect. It was just a wall of defense. Unfortunately, it was driving my level up faster than I wanted to go. That's just the way of things. A little surprised that I leveled up without my minerals being full. I wasn't doing anything. I wasn't spending. Oh, no. Don't waste the missiles on this thing. So now, of course, we're hitting the android room. Then we're hitting the weapons room. Whatever's our shields up. Now, unfortunately, this guy's such weak sauce that's actually going and destroying the whole ship because the shields are up. But normally I just concentrate fire on the weapons room. Now, I don't know if I talked about this in other broadcasts. Why did I switch to... Oh, there are those, my minerals. Thank you. Why did I switch to the weapons room? I used to concentrate all my firepower back in the olden days on the shields or on the reactors. Well, I hit the reactors and the shields would eventually work their way back up and the bubble kept deflecting too many blasts. I found it annoying. So I just said, well... And plus there was more than one reactor and I kept switching between them and I would never necessarily finish the ship. I didn't know the shield trick about saying if your shields are at full, target something and it would stay on that one target for the rest of the battle. When I hit the shields, it's 3 dots. It's usually well defended. Like I got a sandbag in here and I got guys running in there. It's still a tough target. But the truth of the matter is, once that bubble's down, you're hitting it so often, the bubble never really goes back up. So you're just basically hitting the shield because what are you getting out of it? You're not really keeping the shield down by hitting it. The shield's already down. It's staying down just by virtue of you continually firing. So at higher levels, I was getting beaten quite often because somebody would say, well, I'm concentrating on a weapon. Like this one, it's only got 2 dots. Or this one, if I'm lucky, if I hit it, it's only got 1 dot. It goes down much faster. And if I take that out, I'm taking some of the attack away from my ship. So not only am I taking down a room, which is easier to destroy than the shield room, but I'm reducing let's say, well, in this case, I'm significantly reducing the attack against my vessel. If I was hitting this one, let's say this is a 2-to-1 ratio for this one. 2, 4, 5. This fires very slowly. Let's make it 1. It would be a 2 hit, but because it fires, let's make it only 1. So realistically, 2, 4, 6, I'm knocking out 1/3 of my offensive capability by taking out a laser. This one, if I'm taking out this one, not as much, maybe a 1/6. But it goes down so much faster, and it's so hard to repair. And look, I don't have any defense in there. So hitting the weapon instead of the shield or the reactor, so much more effective, goes down so much more quickly, and some people are not prepared for it. They're not defending that room. They're in these rooms or this room. So definitely hit the weapons. So how are we doing? Do we have enough for that weapons platform? Let's take a peek. I want my weapons platform. 20. Thank you. Where am I going to put it? I'm going to put it right here. 11 hours? I'm so impatient. That is coming online right away. Do I get another bolter? No. I remember getting a bolter before. Now, traditionally, my ships have all had teleporters. I might change my mind, but this one won't. This crew stinks for boarding. I mean, nobody here has any good. Angel, she's a healer. I mean, she's adorable. I got a rusher and a rusher. I got this guy, maybe. He's got some system shock capability, but it's too low. Speaking of upgrade. Nope, can't upgrade the bedrooms. Is that my whole crew? Is there another bedroom? Is there not another bedroom? No, I got just this crew. Well, that stinks. So I don't really have enough crew to board if I wanted to. So what they're going to do is they're going to hold their rooms. As weak as they are, weak sauce, very weak sauce as they are. Yes, they're hero class. They are, they're heroes. I mean, look at the star. They're good, but they're not fighting. They don't have crit. They don't have poison gas. They don't have the freeze ability, freeze bomb. So they're not great at boarding. So instead of making them boarders, what they will do is, because they're heroes, they're actually going to be good if they hold their room. Somebody boards my ship. They come into that room and these guys are holding it. They get first defense, and they are going to be so much more effective than if I try to send them over there and they have to take a room. They're just not designed for that. This guy could actually destroy a system rapidly. Could come in handy on a shield room, for example. But the power drain of a teleporter, I mean, under weapons. There we go. This thing is 1, 2, 3 dots. I like having surplus power, more power than I really need. That's the sauce, the secret sauce to victory. So let's see what we're talking here. Absolutely, more power is better. Rush that? Sure, let's rush that. Remember, anything under 5 minutes, you can just hit the rush button. It's free. So, So what do I need? I might grab the teleporter later on just to level it up in case one day I change my mind. I like to keep them up to date. Yeah, teleporter, don't need it so much. Defense, do I get any extra shield plating? You bet I do. I want those shields. If I'm being honest, if I have surplus power, I might do better off with a second engine. And I know that sounds bizarre, but engines do help a lot with missile defense. I've had battles where I fired missile after missile. Remember, I get 2 missile rooms now, so does everybody else. You know how frustrating it is when none of your missiles hit, or like 1 every 3 hit? It's very annoying, especially when you count on those missile hits. So I think my biggest weakness is going to be the teleporter, I'll be honest with you. They're going to come, they're going to board, and it's going to be a fight. I remember it's just a plague of teleporting attacks, especially the rush attack, where they all come pouring through the teleporter at one time, and it's going to be brutal. One of the keys to this now is going to have to be to use these, upgrade, let's see what it'll take. I love sandbags. I do. I'll be honest with you. I'm going to need some iron bars to make some sprinklers. Not sprinklers, you crazy man, you. Where is it? Did I go past it? C4. I don't want C4. Oh, maybe it's not that. It's just the iron. Do I have any iron? Inbox. Yeah, I got some iron. I was saving up for a little bit for a rainy day. By the way, you guys have noticed this new experience tags? Did you know you could level them up? If you didn't, you should look at it. They were chewing up my space until I figured out that if I click on them, there's an upgrade option. And through various combinations, you can upgrade, which will come in handy. Oop, hello, thank you. When I'm going to upgrade these guys, I have been using it on... I've been saving them up, upgrading them into a super powerful one for when I get a You know when you get a new hero and you bring him in, everybody else is already level 16, 17, and the new guy's 1 and he's weak sauce, and you really need that guy because I may have taken another 16 off my ship. Let's say decide he's no good. Take him off. That would be crazy, Doc. Of course I'm going to keep him. I'll say it's her. She's purple. I'm taking her off, putting the new hero on there, but he's a liability. He's only level 1. At level 1, he's not going to do me any good. Hero or not. So for a while, I'm actually hurting. I'm lame. So I'm going to save these ones up for that new guy I bring on, try to bring him up to speed a little faster and maybe get him into the fight earlier. So, here we are, level 5. Do I feel overpowered? Defense-wise, I did. I mean, I'm not going to see, even still, defend. I had a little bit of a rough time when I first leveled up, but my defense record was very impressive. So when I'm defending well, I know my ship it's maybe not the overpowered terror that I'd hoped it would be, because the crew's good. I mean, my plan for buying the crew has been working well. I mean, hero classes, these extra gold shields, they're making the difference. They really are. And yeah, him too. My little Wolverine dude. I'm just like the little Wolverine dude. I'm not sure how great he is. He's got his healing factors. That makes him, as they say in the notes, tanky. But we'll see. Oh, and the other thing I've been doing is I've been adding to the abilities. So if you look here, equip, I have been working on the helmet. She's got something here for her attack. And I've given her a cell phone to boost her ability. It's all about ability. For training, I have been emphasizing whenever I can in the gym. I wonder if the AI would let me put a toilet. Now, early days, I should definitely be doing upgrading. I don't think there's any. No, there's nothing to do right now. So let's upgrade the research. And we definitely want to upgrade the command center. So that's 11 hours. Well, I'll be tapping that one down. Where's my command center? This one also, and I bet it won't let me. I definitely want to do the AI to see if I can put this water closet on the ship. Because if I get medical, that's a big advantage. And if I can put a second engine on the ship, that too is a big advantage. Anything that gives me an advantage over my enemies, I want it. I'm very, very greedy. We're definitely going all in for advantage. So I could put a second engine right there. I can't do it now because I've maxed out my training capability. But I'm not running around upgrading everything. I got enough missile room extra. And do I have to line it up that way? Yeah, if I want to keep them. Yeah, it's not exactly lined up with those, but that's okay. The only problem is this guy here has no kind of armor defense. Although the command center will come off. Nobody said I couldn't do this and this. And then he would have some armor defense. Because I could buy defense. Yeah, that kind of works. Just take an engine off when I don't need it. Yeah, and I think all I need left now is I'm just riffing. The academy will replace the gym whenever it's sitting. And yeah, definitely want armor to go around that thing. There's the other engine I want. Is there anything else I need? Weapons. I've got my platform. I'm not putting a teleporter on. And resource. I'm going to see if I can hold the ship instead of beaming over. Because that's the kind of crew I have. And I'm aiming for a pew-pew kind of a thing. Where I want this battle to be over before the guy even gets really going. And that's good. Part of the key to that is going to be this weapons platform. I kind of already know which one I want. It's the bullet storm weapon. The one that just fires away a constant blaze of bullets. I mean, I could. On my other ship, I've got the bigger one. And its first firing weapon is the shield buster. Which comes in very handy for knocking down the shield. In fact, I have all my rushers in there just to take the shield down. So when all the other weapons fire, it's as much directly on the systems as possible. But the bullet storm is handy because if that's what I get out of this small weapons platform, it certainly is at a higher level ship. But the bullet storm holds the guy in the room. He never gets a chance really to leave the room because it's continually firing. If that's his job, he'll go back in and he'll take hit after hit until he's dead. Meanwhile, I'm firing on that room. If he doesn't leave, he dies faster. So for me, that bullet storm just holds them in the room and they die very quickly. And it brings the ship down very quickly too. The only problem is without a shield buster, I have to chew through the shield first. And that's okay. So this is pretty much the strategies of how our good old Black Macbeth is working through his... hello. I don't want to... This is actually not a bad row. I don't think I really want to mess with it. We have to donate some people. You're purple. You're going to get donated. Let's get those purples. And you're a rusher. I think you're a rusher. So off you go. No, you were... Oh, I should do... I want as many rushers as I can. Frankly, the faster I fire gives me a big advantage in a battle. So, what I'm going to do now is I'm going to finish my daily, grab an extra 130 or so Starbucks and put this over 900, getting me closer and closer to being able to buy a room I want when it comes up. And I'm going to keep leveling these ones up. In the meantime, if I have to, I can't do it on the Mac, but I could do it on the iPad. Tap these rooms out to make them finish up faster, especially the lab. And I really do want the command center to finish up too quickly. Because I want to know if I get the new AI for a water closet. Something I very much want to put on as soon as possible. Oh, wait a minute. Your armor. Blammo. That's good. Always have the armor on. That's it for rooms. Oh yeah, I already have the toilet on here. There's no point. It's not doing anything right now because I have no AI for it. Should just take it off the ship. Yeah, I'll take it off for now. Hook up that engine. There we go. If I put another engine here. Yeah, make the two engines together. Where could I put the toilet? You don't talk about that every day, do you? Nope. Where do I put my toilet? Take the minerals off? Maybe. I don't know. I'm still riffing it. I'll continue to noodle around. No doubt I'll have a whole bunch of ideas in a couple of days, and I'll come back and show you what I changed and what I upgraded. It doesn't take long to upgrade these ships and level them up. And, yeah. So right now the goal is to... and these are maxed out. There's just nowhere for them to go. Yep. So I'm going to upgrade the power in the offset whenever I get a few extra. 250, I guess I had enough points. Get the power up. Always have surplus excess power whenever you can. Those engines, they will make a big difference for missile defense, and missiles are now playing a bigger role. But I want this to add to my firepower. That'll keep me alive longer. But as much as I want that, it's got to be about the lab. Research, I've got to grind research as soon as I can. So I guess it's going to be research next. I mean, that'll be sometime tomorrow afternoon anyway. It's not that big a wait. But if I can get the research, then I can go on to the command center. That's, yeah, I don't have the ability to do another room, I don't think. Hello? I don't think I have the ability to do another room. 1, 2. Oh, ho, ho, ho. Maybe I do have the ability to do another room. Nope. I have to wait. Okay. I haven't spent any Starbucks. I think it's 450 Starbucks for... I thought it was 1, 2. Where's the third room? Don't I get 3 rooms? I'm pretty sure I get 3 rooms. I've got 1, 2. I must be losing it. Huh. But under the lab, you can do it. But I think it's 450 Starbucks and I can afford it. But I'm saving those Starbucks up for something better. So it's an executive decision. I'm not going to blow them. 1, 2. Is it a third one I get? I guess it's a third one. So, all right then. Lessons learned. I'm keeping this on here as a note, but I can drop it later, and I will drop it later in favor of the water closet if I can get them suited up for it. So that's all I'm going to do. You just watched me hit the level up for level 5. You see my battle strategy. It's a little different than I've done before. It's a little different than most people. The teleporter is usually a big deal when being able to board another ship, and it takes a while to get that logic right, and I kind of know how to do that now. But I want to see if I could do it without the teleporter, without that power drain, because it's also a big weakness. They hit your teleporter hard, and then if you're relying on that attack, your ship is kind of helpless. So you're waiting on your teleporter to be fixed. You got guys standing in the room not doing anything. They're not helping. They're not contributing to the defense of the ship. They're just cannon fodder for the enemy. I also find it to be an enormous weakness unless you've got an amazing border crew with some amazing rushers. I have the rushers actually, but if you have amazing rushers to get them on the other ship as fast as possible, and they have the best combat equipment. I don't have any of that. I have rushers. That's all I've got. But I can put them much more, make them much more effective if I put them in my weapons. And I just pummel the snot out of the other ship, defend hard, get some more landmines. I've got one right here. Get some landmines and key rooms in the ship. So if they do move through my ship, I think I've got modules. I've got one for the sandbags, but if I get a second, there'll be landmines. If they do move through my ship, boom, 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 boom. Not only is my crew going to defend, but the rooms will blow up, and it does tremendous damage to their little butties. And I have some healers that can help with that. And if I get the med room going, I can heal and they can't. So there, I've got a strategy. And having a strategy is the key to going OP. Now, it may or may not work. Tinfoil hat time. This is just my thoughts. But having some strong ideas about how to win this thing is how you're going to win this thing. So that's all I've got for tonight. It was a big night, eh? This has been a lot of fun. I leveled up. Hope you guys are having fun. Remember to visit our website at www.pocketcaptains.com. If you see me in the chat, which I've been in more lately, say hello to Black Macbeth or Easy Hit, or if you're out there. Let's see. Sexy Captain, I think, is Captain Jerf right now. Say hello to him too. He likes to say hi. If you have any questions, please leave comments. I love your comments. I do read your comments. Give me some thumbs up. That makes me happy too. And subscribe. It's free. It doesn't cost you anything. It's easy. And then you're going to find the latest videos as I produce these. I'm trying to put out 1 or 2 a week. So if you want to know when they're coming up, something new and interesting is coming up, like the small weapons platform. That's new for me at level 5. You're going to hear about it then. But in the meantime, if you're doing nothing else at all, just try to have a little bit of fun every day. Thank you very much for listening, everybody, and good night. Get more tips at pocketcaptains.com.